What is Freedom is an essay by Hannah Arendt which appeared in her 1961 book called Between Past and Future. In this essay, Arendt explores the historical development of the concept of freedom. She begins the essay by claiming that there's a contradiction between people's conscious understanding of freedom and their everyday experience of freedom. That is to say, even if we act freely within the set political confines, it will never be clear if our motivations are absolutely free from ideological confines. For this reason, Arendt distinguishes the philosophical idea of free will or inner freedom and the political idea of free action. Arendt claims that for ancient Greeks, freedom was always associated with action. Greek polis was the political arena where free actions could appear. This meant that the notion of freedom was closely linked to the idea of politics. Only a person that was free could participate in the organization of the political field. Greek polis, according to Arendt, was the realm where freedom was a worldly reality, tangible in words which were heard, in deeds which were seen, and in events which were talked about, remembered, and turned into stories. In a word, political freedom was freedom of action. But how did freedom become associated with a realm of consciousness or inner freedom? Arendt thinks that the idea of inner freedom or free will is a recent invention in history. It was created by Christian thinkers who focused on the inner experience of freedom while undertaking to withdraw from the outer world. Arendt writes, "The Christian concept of political freedom arose out of the early Christian suspicion of the public realm as such, from whose concerns they demanded to be absolved in order to be free." In other words, inner freedom should, according to Arendt, be associated with a disavowal of the public realm. People that are preoccupied with inner freedom are likely to withdraw from the political organization with others. For this reason, Arendt critiques the idea of inner freedom by claiming that the withdrawal from active organization may lead to the abandonment of political freedom. Arendt thinks that the idea of inner freedom may lead to the insight that the freedom of one man or a group or a body politic can be purchased only at the price of freedom of all others. In other words, if people focus solely on inner freedom, they may forget what it means to organize freely, to act democratically, and account for other people's rights. Moreover, Arendt associates inner freedom with political sovereignty, that is, with the idea that one person's will should be valued more than anybody else's. Therefore, if freedom is to endure, people have to perform their freedom, they have to engage actively. After all, without free action, political life as such would be meaningless.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please consider subscribing. Also, let me know what you review next.